Alright, welcome back to My Unique Skill Makes Me OP Even at Level 1. Anime Review, Episode number 2. We review episodes 3 and 4 for the series. Yep, 3 and 4. These two episodes, so the first episode after the recap, which is basically teaser for later in the episode, you have Ryota, where he is basically... After he defeated the gorilla from the previous episode, it turns out that what dropped was a Western revolver with bullets and a holster. And that becomes a signature thing throughout these two episodes. Yes. So, yeah. So, he tested out, of course, and... Apparently, when he go back to that dungeon, it would basically boost up his MP. Apparently, after a certain period of time, his MP was completely maxed. He couldn't raise any more. Yes, also, when he was in there, he runs into a princess who's basically selling air. Yes, because they just pick up the monster mains and just sell it. Like, oh, I know, I guess they have those in this world, too. And I'm like, of course a fantasy setting have a princess, because it's a fantasy world. A lot of us are about royalty. So it's a brief scene. They also have a scene where Emily and Ryota, where they finished gathering a bunch of carrots. This time they managed to make paper bags to carry these things. Then there's this female adventurer who basically looks like a tomboy with long hair, and I saw this character design like, wait, I've seen this character design before in a different anime. I'm not going to say what it is because basically it's an adult anime. And because the woman's very beautiful, got short hair, and it's blue, and she's got these earrings. I would not be surprised if they decided to reuse that character design for this one. So, apparently there's a cart down below, and of course the owner who hired her, actually the person who owns the car hired her to be an escort, but thing fell up because of rain. So there's also these like weird gas monsters you eliminate no problem. And after Ryota gets freezing bolts from another set of droppings he got, which he gets this by the way, how does he get more bullets? Simple. So when they went to the third level, they get pumpkins. And apparently if you leave the droplets behind, the monsters respawn. Well, more like they become strays. And these are freaking cockroaches. Yes, Emily hates these damn things. So she becomes a monster and tries to smash these damn things. Like, I hate these damn things. Yes. So after shooting these things multiple times, he gets more bullets. And later he gets, at their set of droppings, he gets freeze bullets. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, this comes into play later on where they eliminate the gas to receive the cart, and Emily's level goes up. Really up. And so far, Ryota's not going up just yet. Yep. Also, there's all these pine cones that he basically gets, which don't really result very much at all because they're not worth much anything. Except for this woman who just buys it off him for like 20,000. Yeah. Also, because of the stuff related to the pine cones, Urza makes a contract with him. Basically, starts up sort of a business selling these damn things, which proves very useful. She appears later on in episode 4, where he had an adventure. We'll get back to the reason for that. So, before her off there, basically. Okay, yeah. So Ryota kills a rare monster and gets a necklace and gives to Emily. Apparently, if you wear some of the drop items, you get double, which means more money. Yep. Later on, of course, they want to go see about Magical Carp because they also decide wanting to get a new house too. So with the card, they get more money. So they go visit the place once again, but the owner's not there because he went to go get parts for his prototype, for a new prototype magic cart. His daughter's very worried about him, so they set up the dungeon to find him. And they refer to the dungeon as Aphrodisiac Dungeon. It's just that you name a dungeon after a drug that convinces people to be horny. Yes. That's all I'm going to say about it because it's a drug. It's also very deadly for some people. Though it did help, basically, in this case of Shugo Tensei, with Rudeus get back away to him, well, able to him to basically have sex. Yeah, and that was thanks to his childhood friend who he let get married, become his very first wife, first of 3 wives. That happened in season 2 of the show. So pretty much basically like right after they of course they do find some monsters, well, who apparently don't really attack you, they just block you. They get some flowers, and then, well, they find him, apparently he's napping. Emily is very upset with him for leaving a cute little girl behind. So they find the rock looking for it. It's a light rock. So they destroy it, forms a blue flower. But they want to respawn as a light rock, and Ryota uses freeze bullet and makes the prototype cart no problem. Also calculates basically how much these items are worth based on how much weight they have. Okay, and then later on, of course, he basically has all the pinecone stuff, and then he goes back to the guild where Erza is being accused of cheating. Cheating this one adventure of money. So, because the amount she gave him, he thinks that it should be worth more, despite the fact that's what the scale says, so there's nothing she can do about it. So, he thinks she worth 20,000, but it's 8,400. In the case of what happened with him in the previous episode, it was up a little bit to 20,000 because it was really close. This is way off. This is like 1,600 off. So he takes the pine cones out, measures it, and yeah, basically she was correct. So he proceeds to, well, first freeze his arm, and then proceeds to punch him. Of course, Erza is very happy for, like, he's like, you should be happy to have people help you out. And because of this very nice thing he said to her, basically she becomes the first girl to give him a kiss. Yeah, give him his first kiss in the show, which was quite nice. I'm like, you lucky bastard. And of course, him and Emily do eventually get a new house thanks to all the earnings they get. Because the card they get for free because they help save the town. So, they got a new house. And like, ooh, carrots. Like, he wakes the next morning. And then there's Eve eating carrots because she loves carrots. A girl wearing a bunny suit. A Playboy style bunny suit with bunny ears. Yep. And that's pretty much the 2 episodes in a nutshell. Great 2 episodes. And I have only 8 more to go. And then that'll be done. Yep. So, before I go back and watch the remaining episodes, I need to get done the anime came out today, which is basically, well, hopefully 4. But the 4th one has not been released yet for some reason. So the first of these 4 is going to be Case Closed. But next up is a Comic Corner, okay? Thanks, you. Bye.